President Trump asked to share his message to the father of the woman who was killed by ICE. Listen.
I want to say to the father that I love all of our people. They can be on the other side. As you say, he might be on my side.
He is on your side.
And I think that's great. And I do. I think it's great. And I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person. But then her actions were pretty tough. When you look at the way that car was pulled away, there are a couple of versions of that tape that are very, very bad.
Meanwhile, 6 federal prosecutors in Minnesota have just resigned as the DOJ investigates the shooting victim's potential activist ties. Here to discuss is Fox News contributor and retired NYPD Inspector Paul Mauro. Paul, what do you make of this? And the president was right to point out that Renee Good's actions, as we see more and more videos, do show that she was doing more than just standing on the sidelines holding a protest sign. She appeared to be blocking the ICE operation and interfering.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's also reporting that among the U.S. attorneys who resigned, a number of them had already planned to resign. They want to go on to other things. They have other plans. The problem here is that they don't want to apparently look into the victim's wife. I get that. Under prosecutorial discretion, they may feel that that's too far to go into those findings because the wife is dead. Understandable just from a human perspective.
Sure.
The problem is the following. These people are being put out there, the protesters, in my estimation, as cannon fodder, okay? You have the leaders in Minnesota who are happy to be in the rear with the gear and to say, all of you go out there, impede. Notice that none of them, not Waltz, not Frey, not Keith Ellison, none of them are saying, go out and peacefully protest, but don't interfere. That one statement would dial all of this down. That's what a statesman is supposed to do. Instead, they rile them up because it works for them politically, but it doesn't hurt them. It hurts the protesters.
You know, Paul, I pressed Mayor Frey specifically on what these protesters are doing and how the leaders have been encouraging them to go out there and cross that line. Listen to this. You're seeing it in real time. You are aware that 18 U.S. Code 111 makes it a federal crime to impede, interfere, or even assault officers. And we see the protesters crossing a line of protesting, throwing rocks, hitting cars, and interfering in the federal government's view of their operation of carrying out federal immigration law enforcement.
We have had perhaps tens of thousands of people peacefully protesting in the streets. And at the same time, yeah, they are going to stand up for their neighbors. And what we are seeing time and time again is unconstitutional conduct by ICE.
And you know, Paul, I also pressed the mayor. You can see this interview a little bit later in the 8 o'clock hour on fraud, the issue of fraud. It's really interesting, too, as we see more and more questions starting to come up over whether Attorney General Keith Ellison has been fully honest and in full transparency of sort of whether or not he was aware of it. I think this audio tape where he is talking to a Somali who has been convicted of fraud is quite interesting. Listen here.
The only way we can protect what we have is by inserting ourselves into the political arena, putting our votes where it needs to be, but most importantly, putting our dollars in the right place and supporting candidates that will fight to protect our interests.
That's right.
You can only protect our interests when we have your back, and you don't have to worry about who's behind you.
And just to be fair, the Somali was convicted after that conversation. Keith Ellison had a statement in April saying, I took a meeting in good faith with people I didn't know, and some turned out to have done bad things. I did nothing for them and took nothing from them. Your take?
First of all, he did take something from them. He took thousands in campaign donations, which came in the week subsequent to that meeting, a meeting in which he sided against his own constituents. He's the attorney for the people of Minnesota. They came in complaining that their money spigot was being shut off. He said, I'm going to clean it up. They, of course, invoked racism. That immediately got him on their side. We're Muslim migrants, and that's why they're targeting us. And in fact, the perps in that case reached a juror in their trial and told the juror, look, we'll take care of you. We're going to give you, I forget, it was about $100,000. And use that line. Say this is just because we are Muslim migrants, and you're targeting us. Now, when it came to light that they were in fact running a scam and they got arrested by the feds, Ellison gave the money back. His son had also gotten money from them. He only gave the money back after they got arrested. But here's the thing: in that meeting, they say, we have been a big supporter of Jacob Frey as well. Did Frey give the money back? I don't see anybody asking that question.
We shall see. More of this to come. Paul Mauro, thank you as always for your insight. And be sure and watch the weekly Rap Sheet this Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox Nation.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.